Yo, what is good, yo? It's your boy Ty back here with another video, guys. In this video today, we are going to be reacting to DBG reacting to my awards, my team card awards. Now, I don't know what for sure he's going to have an opinion on. I do know this. I will say this. Him and I differ in a lot of the opinions on cards, but we also agree on quite a bit. So I would kind of be surprised if he disagreed with a lot of this. I was pretty broad. I was pretty general in most of this. These were most, in between my opinions and the community's opinions for these awards, guys. Make sure to go check out DBG's video if you haven't yet. That link will be down in the description. Also, go, drop a sub to his channel if you haven't yet, which I don't know why you wouldn't by now, but make sure you go do that, guys. Without further ado, let's hop right into the video.
Let's get to the intro. So, first award here is the cheesiest player. I'm thinking...
What are you thinking?
It's hard to not go Yao Ming.
I mean, with all due respect, it's hard not to go Yao Ming, but who is better for their time? Day One Mirasan or Yao Ming now? I don't know, man. I don't know. The more I play with Yao, the more I'm, starting to think he's really that good. But it's a tough question, man.
I agree with Mirasan. Day One Mirasan was the best card in the game. Yao Ming's the best card we've ever seen in my team. I'd have a fourth option here.
Who?
Pink Diamond T-Mac.
Okay, fair. That's fair enough. With when the behind the back was in the game, that's fair enough.
Three behind the back patch, he was unbelievable.
That's fair enough. I firmly believe that this is a 3-horse race between Pink.
I think I'm gonna go 4. I'm gonna say it's a 4-horse race, and it's way too loud on my end. Apologies.
Diamond Dwayne Wade. And the reason for Pink Diamond Dwayne Wade is a lot of the pro-am guys, like a Splash Edition,
he changed
Definitive. If you guys know those names, if you don't know those names, you guys will
every
know
pro-am guy knew
how
to use this guy.
And that's the thing. This card made it so like pro-am guys could start playing my team, and it was eye-opening. It really was. Using these types of cards. You started with Dwayne Wade. If I was on a 12-0 run and I ran up against Dwayne Wade with the guy who knew how to use him, I was nervous.
One thing was that very few people realized how to use this Dwayne Wade for the longest time.
That's so true, but like there were a few people that I matched up with that I knew I was like, uh-oh, like I'm in trouble.
Because mainly when he was at his cheesiest was like early March. Was probably from like early February when he came out to early March. And during that spell, I don't even think Splash was streaming that much because he was getting ready for the league. Ty was focusing on the global championship, and then he'd only just gotten into content creation, so it wasn't Base 98 wasn't nearly as widely known as it was coming into kind of the middle to the end of March. And
that's true. That's a good point. I think my team as a whole just wasn't really popping. When Dwayne Wade came out.
Most of the larger creators didn't really know about this card. I think he would have been even cheesier had people found out about him earlier. And it wasn't like people didn't find out about him. The likes of, as he said, Definitive, Splash, any of those pro-am guys, they all were insane with that card. It was
all of them. They were incredible. I couldn't guard this card.
Luckily enough for us.
Matthew, see, if you run up to him ever in Unlimited and he has Dwayne Wade, you better be nervous, man. So I'm gonna say you better be nervous, man.
Otherwise, everyone was using this card and he was 300k MT. Let's be real.
He probably made me the most nervous. Second card up for nomination is Sapphire George Mirasan.
Day One Mirasan.
25 speed.
Day One
was
Mirasan.
The fastest card in the game at 7'6".
They nerfed him. They had to lower his stamina from like 95 to 65. They completely nerfed.
The thing is, he was 7'7" and was the fastest card in the game.
Nerfed Mirasan.
Look, I don't know, man.
Oh, he was so good.
The thing is, I used to ask people, who wanted, to certain rewards or whatever. I used to ask them, you got George Mirasan? Because if you got George Mirasan, sure, whatever. I can help you grind a few wins or whatever. But
literally, I just throw the ball. I'd 5 out and surround him with shooters. And I used to run Derrick Rose, just blow by people. No, I started running Mirasan as my point guard, just sprinting down the court with him.
He's what started the running trend. He
Luke
ran,
Kennard,
man.
Who had range extender, and Bielitsa, who had range extender. Bucks 5 out, bang, bang, bang. I didn't lose a game. I've lost like 5-6 games maybe in all of September and half of October. Like, it was mad.
I don't even know what else I can say. Day one Mirasan, guys, was just absolutely different. Last being Yao, guys. We all know what Yao can do. 7-6, all 99 GOAT card.
Yeah,
Any of these guys could have won the award, but ultimately, I decided to go
I'm
with
not complaining.
Sapphire George Mirasan as the winner of the most cheesiest card of the game. If you're 7-6,
the only reason I wouldn't give it to Mirasan was that he couldn't guard Channing Frye. And like when you were using Mirasan, you had to paint sit with him on defense.
You did. But the thing is, it's like at that in that era it's just if you could green with all 5 guys on your court, you were ahead of your time, man.
The second week of the game when Channing Frye came out,
and that's
Channing
the thing,
Frye
man.
Didn't miss. He had like a 99 3-ball. So because there was such a big count in Channing Frye, I would have given it to Yao. But I'm not gonna argue. Week 1 Mirasan was just a game breaking. He's the best player in the game by a mile.
Card in the game. And can shoot post hooks over everybody, which he could do in the first month of the game.
So good.
He was by far the cheesiest player for his time and era in NBA 2K20. So,
okay, so I'm going to put the speed to 1.5 so this video doesn't take too long because I'm going to give my opinions on all these awards. 1.5 speed is...
The next award is the Longevity Award. This is the player, I didn't want to do a lot of Evos with this because, David Robinson, for example, obviously, with his Evo, could still play now. But this is without an Evo, so you got,
I agree with these two because these two are still usable today. I would put in Tracy McGrady, leap year, above Dwayne Wade.
And that's definitely a fair point. But the one holdback I have over that is, for me personally, this is my personal opinion. Late May, late June, or late May, early June, when people still run into Dwayne Wade and tournament type settings, those people that knew pro-am type dudes, I would get more nervous against Dwayne Wade than OPAL T-Mac. And now, like a leap year T-Mac, Pink Diamond, Dwayne Wade, obviously both, aren't really that usable, but leap year T-Mac definitely he brings up a very, very good point.
One of these two guys. Personally, I got Giannis, but I would not complain if anyone wanted to give it to Kawhi.
It's like here's the thing: Giannis and Kawhi are both it's close. They're both usable. It's tough, man. Kawhi has half range, man.
Kawhi came out
on February 16th over the All-Star break. Giannis, who was kind of that first type of player that really changed the game, that dropped not too long after Kawhi Leonard.
Giannis was
I don't believe. And then we got the Pink Diamond Dwayne Wade once again. I wouldn't say Dwayne Wade can still be used now. Yeah, and that's the biggest difference for me is that it's like for those 2 to 3 weeks, Kawhi was, that is just that extra little bit of time when Kawhi was just ahead of everybody. Used for a very long time. So, in my opinion, this was more of a 2-head race in Kawhi and Giannis, and I ultimately decided to go with Pink Diamond Kawhi because on my tournament team, I guess I don't run him anymore. But this card still can be ran in comp type settings, can do it all. It's weird on 1.5 speed, man. I hate listening to myself, bro. Both ends of the court. And honestly, for his era, was one of the best cards. The next award here is an interesting one because we're talking for the time that they got released. We got 3. That is
Rocco, Wilt, and Kawhi. I put the other Kawhi in because it came out a little bit earlier.
What Kawhi? Is he talking about the pink? I guess the 97 overall Kawhi maybe.
Oh, actually, wait, no. Opal Jordan came out before this Kawhi.
I that's a good point as well. Opal Jordan is somebody that definitely probably deserved to be in here. He probably did. Because Opal Jordan did have that 98 on-ball steal tendency. Definitely overlooked by me
better
here.
Than Opal Jordan, but not better defensively.
For their positions, you're right.
Opal Jordan.
For their positions, you're right.
Like, Opal Jordan probably deserves to win this. That card.
I disagree. I disagree on deserves to win this, but I think he does deserve that third spot.
The reason why he figured out about tendencies. But if he wants to give it to Rocco or Wilt, I'm not going to complain. If he wants to give it to Rocco, I'm not going to complain.
Galaxy Opal go.
It has to be Rocco.
Can we really have a defensive player of the year without Wilt Chamberlain, guys? 8-foot wingspan, 7'1", can run. Now I will say this: he's not as good as he was last year. But this Galaxy Opal Wilt is still incredible, man.
He can give you on the defensive end. Second guy is Diamond. He's a lot better than last year. Just last year he came out in like October, so a little bit different.
Robert Covington. You guys got to remember, for the time Diamond Robert Covington came out, he was elite, man. 6'9", incredible wingspan, decent enough steal tendency, and just his player model made him get way more bumpy than 2K ever should have allowed him. I ran with the Diamond Robert Covington for a very long time. It was one of my favorites in the game. Rocco was on my team forever. Once again, released on February 16th, way ahead of his time, with those 34 Hall of Fame badges. Basically, every Hall of Fame badge in the game was just
the card that came. He came out on the Monday. I think the Jordan came out on the Friday before that. I still think
that DBG definitely has a good point there.
Anywhere else but Diamond Rob Covington. Not going to play.
He was my favorite card in the game.
I think Jordan was snubbed.
That's definitely a good point. That's definitely a good point. At the time he came out. Hopping into the next award here, we do got the best pre-250K card, and this could win a lot of different ways, because you guys also got to remember...
D-Rob? Okay. Okay. I'm trying to think, was there any good centers pre... Was D-Rob
the only other one was Bill.
Center?
D-Rob was the best. He was better than Bill.
Probably.
He was better than Bill.
Bosch existed pre-250K. I just hate his D-Rob card, so... T-Mac... I assume T-Mac's winning. Giannis, no question about it. I'd probably put Lamar Odom in there. But
Lamar's who I talked about. It's tough to only have 3, man. We did have like the Galaxy Brand.
I'm not going to complain anyway.
We did have a card like even a Pink Diamond Bill Russell. Well, he wasn't D-Rob's level, but he was pretty good. Diamond Lamar Odom was another card that I'm very, very high on.
Odom,
if we're talking about the best pre-250K card,
I'd
it's
put
between
Odom
3
in there.
guys: Pink Diamond Giannis, Pink Diamond T-Mac, and Galaxy Opal D-Rob. Now I will say, before the behind the back was patched, it was a one-horse race. It was definitely T-Mac. But once it got patched, D-Rob and Giannis went up a little bit because they couldn't even do the behind the back to start with. But at the end of the day, if you ask most people who their favorite card was, it was still T-Mac going into that tournament. And by far, it wasn't even close. T-Mac was the man with the plan.
Roy is like an honorable mention just because of that half quick draw, but no, this T-Mac, especially for the time before everyone had half quick draw, and it felt really slow going back to go quick draw. T-Mac was better. T-Mac did everything better except for the half quick draw.
That's so true. Nobody was used to the Hall of Fame quick draw either.
That
good, not really anymore. But he did have the Hall of Fame claims, Hall of Fame range.
I've been cooked by T-Mac.
Pink Diamond T-Mac is the best free. T-Mac still is good, man. Into the next award here, we do have the most overrated cards in the game. He's gonna get mad about Glenn Rice.
Glenn, I get it. Glenn is kind of overrated.
He is overrated.
Come on, there's more overrated cards.
Who? Who is more overrated than Glenn Rice?
And Kobe. Well and truly, both of those belong here. Well, they belong here. I'm trying to think who...
Glenn is overrated, man. He is so overrated.
Goat Steph, maybe? Pretty sure Isaac put Goat Steph above, like, Opal, LeBron James.
He did, which I don't ask me why, but...
Giannis in his point guard list, so... If people have him that high, Goat Steph would be one of my most overrated.
Yeah, but most people don't. Most people don't. Most people are way higher on Glenn Rice still. Glenn Rice, I will say this. When Glenn Rice came out at the start of April, I do believe. I was high on the card. I like the card. But it's like the more you use Glenn Rice, the more you don't like the May. I'm trying to think. Who came out in April? Or who came out? I'm trying to think who came out in April. I can't even think. Because we got Wilt in March. I don't even remember, to be honest with you. I can't even remember. I feel like, and a lot of people were like, "Oh my gosh, Glenn Rice can be the best card in the game," and he really was never that for me. I was more nervous when I ran up against Dwayne Wade than Glenn Rice. He was good, but everybody was like, "Oh my gosh, he's the best card." No, I still got more nervous against Dwayne Wade. In that aspect, for me, I think he is overrated. The next card we do is Shaq. For when he came out, he was supposed to be by far the best center in the game. If you ask any of the comp guys whether they preferred the old Kareem or Shaq, most of them will say Kareem Abdul-Jabbar, and that's bad because Kareem only had,
man, like when Eddie Curry came out, I said it. I was like, Eddie's better than Shaq.
I don't know if I'd go that far, the Pink Diamond Eddie, just because of defensive purposes, but you can definitely make that argument.
And people call me crazy, and now like looking back and you're like, yeah, Eddie might be better than Shaq. He didn't have Randy Center, he didn't have 90+3 ball, but Kareem just felt better on the court than this Shaq. Shaq was supposed to be a lot better than he was, but I don't know why. For me, he never really. I like Shaq. I don't know why. Just because he had such a broken release. It was weird. Card, maybe in 2K history. That is Galaxy Opal GOAT Kobe Bryant. Now, if you ask anybody in the community which card they were most excited about, it's probably this Kobe Bryant card. He had all 99 everything. If there's any card to have given like LaMelo Ball SIGs to, it would have been this Kobe Bryant. Because he already had the Kobe escape, which is the best. Kobe could have been so good, man. In the game. It's the best escape dribble in the game. He could have been so good, man. He already had that animation. If they just given him like Pro 2 and a Pro 3 behind him, I think if he'd come out like 3 weeks later, they would have just given him those SIGs, but his dribbling's bad. It's bad. And the thing is, he's a free card, so it's like, they're not going to give him that good of SIGs, most likely. And his defense is awful. If you think about all the free cards we got this year, just think about it for a moment. How many of them are usable? It's awful, man. It's just... It's sad, but it's true. This card should have been good, but it just wasn't. By the time he came out, and he was supposed to be absolutely elite. Right, still to this day. It's not close. But people spent so much time on Kobe Bryant. And he was just such a huge letdown. Guys, that is why Kobe Bryant is the winner of the most overrated card in NBA 2K20 MyTEAM. The next card we're going to have is the most underrated card in NBA 2K20 MyTEAM. Now, everyone knows Cam Reddish is good, though. I disagree. Not everybody knows Cam Reddish is good, and here's why. I see way more people running Diamond Robert Covington than Diamond Cam Reddish. Diamond Cam Reddish, I really didn't run into him that much in Unlimited. I really didn't. And the thing is, like, obviously when he first came out, obviously a lot more people are going to have him. He's still usable to this day. If I'm to use one Diamond in this game, it's Cam Reddish. It's Cam Reddish. He's playing in my tournament finals on both Xbox and PlayStation, the MyTEAM Madness tournament, for a ton of money.
Cam Reddish is still going to play. So not everybody knows his value because I'm about the only dude running him in the tournament.
So everyone knows Reddish is
No,
good.
they don't. They know he's good. They don't know he's good. Like, they know he's good, right? But there's levels.
I was going underrated. I think I'd take Odom because I think everyone knew he was good as well. Roko, keep him in there. I'd put Dale Ellis in my most underrated.
Dale Ellis, man. I mean,
Because again,
Dale Ellis, man.
He's god tier. He's literally Kawhi Leonard with worse SIGs. That is what Dale Ellis is.
Give me Cam Reddish over Dale Ellis every day of the week.
So not worse SIGs, but worse tendencies. His SIGs are ridiculous.
But maybe that's because I'm comfortable with Cam. I don't know. His SIGs, his animations are just ridiculous. I knew when I hit Cam Reddish in the Play Now tournament how good he would be if he got a better MyTEAM card, and he got one, man.
I like one of Odom or Reddish because everyone knows how good Reddish is. Everyone was so hyped. Sure, the Hawks players were 10 KMT. I definitely wouldn't say that Reddish is in that underrated category, but I put Dale Ellis in instead.
He is. He's still to this day underrated, though.
This was a tough one because there's a lot of underrated
Reddish
cards.
is the best that he's played.
If we get down
Reddish
to
or
who is the most underrated card, who out of these cards do I like the most compared to the rest of the 2K community? Robert Covington. I'll say this. When I started really using Robert Covington, a lot of the community started noticing how good Roko really was and started using him as well. Diamond
He was
Lamar,
so
Richie
good,
50
man.
Was down to it. I think Cam Reddish is the most underrated.
Now, you don't have
Reddish is
to...
unbelievable. I don't think he's... I think everyone knows he's good. Or maybe
But not everybody's using him in Unlimited, or obviously not anymore, but when there was not that many people that used him. There really wasn't. In my opinion, I thought more people used Covington than Cam Reddish. And I think Cam Reddish might be a little better than Diamond Cov.
maybe that's just me. Maybe it's just me that knows Reddish is good, but
Card in NBA 2K20.
I would have gone even
Hopping into the next
more.
award here, we do have the best 12 and over award in NBA 2K20 MyTEAM. Now, I would say this is more of a two-headed race than a three-headed race. Although Amari Stoudemire still wasn't bad,
I'm trying to think. Bird was awful.
Bird was terrible.
Clyde was awful.
Moses was awful.
Amari was the starting center for most people.
Amari was good.
Jerry Lucas. I know Big O. No one used Big O. Would I go Beasley? Nah. I was about to think I was like, would I go Beasley over him? But I was like, very, very few people ran.
No,
Beasley.
and a lot of people ran Amari Stoudemire.
Yeah, I agree with these three. I assume he's not taking into account Dr. J and
No.
Rudy would win this, by the way.
Because, yeah.
Amari wasn't bad for the time that he was in. But really, between Glenn Rice and Baron Davis, it's tough because I thought Glenn Rice, at least for over probably half the community, was the best shooting guard for when he came out. I would still prefer the T-Max of the world, but a lot of people love Glenn Rice, and I can see why. Baron Davis was probably the best point guard, him or John Stockton, when he came out. But looking back on it, Baron Davis was better than most people realize. He really was. Could dunk.
Baron Davis, like you could use Baron Davis was I'm pretty sure was on a lot of 250K rosters like 3 months after he came out. Like Baron Davis.
The thing is, though, when Baron Davis came out, I was such a John Stockton fan that I personally didn't even realize how good Baron Davis was for the time he came out in.
For me, no
he was a dog,
Baron
and that is why Baron Davis is the best 12-0 reward in NBA 2K20 MyTEAM for his.
We've agreed to most of these. Let's be real. We've agreed with most of these.
The next
I thought we would. This one's not even close. We're going to agree on this one, too.
award here is the best token reward, and this is just going to be the best overall token reward because it's hard to do for their specific era because it's just so different. Now, this is kind of another two-headed race. I do like JJJ a lot, but I think
there's no point even talking. It's Bobo.
Galaxy
Bobo not even goes. I like the Rose.
It's really not close. Bobo is the man with the plan.
We do have is the Rookie of the Year, and this one was tough. This was a tough one because we're going to include the Wisemans and LaMelo Ball in the rookie conversation.
Wiseman?
What else are they? They're basically
rookies. There's no wrong answer.
Never had them.
That is so true. There is truly no wrong answer with this. There's truly not.
Before, so it was a tough
that is so true.
If you're a pro-am guy,
I don't know who
say
gets this award.
LaMelo.
Wiseman for me. If
you're a pro-am guy, you're gonna say LaMelo.
I mean, I'm not high on LaMelo, but I saw Definitive absolutely cook with LaMelo the other day. Although he did bench OPAL LaMelo for OPAL Lamar Odom in the game after, so I don't know about LaMelo Ball. Still to this day, I don't know.
If you don't like Chris Bosh release, or you just use your center to corner sit, you're gonna probably say Reddish.
This was tough for me.
If you run a lot of stuff through Wiseman, you're probably gonna say Wiseman. So there's no wrong answer here. I'd say Wiseman, but there's no wrong answer.
Playing at the 4 is obviously going to be a top 4.
He's gonna say
is some people's favorite point guard still to this day, and you guys know I love Cam Reddish. Cam Reddish is absolutely incredible. Still a top 5 shooting guard probably in NBA 2K20 MyTEAM. So this is tough. You got a top 5 center power forward, a top 5 point guard, and a top 5 shooting guard. Where do you go? It's all preference, but for me, by far, James Wiseman is the Rookie of the Year for me in NBA.
For me personally, James Wiseman is a step above.
Award that I'm going to talk about. Most improved. Okay. And here's the thing: you can look at it in a variety of ways. The way I
what do you mean by DeRozan? DeRozan's pink diamond was beast in 2K19. He was a beast.
I mean, but how many people ran DeRozan? I mean,
Wade was so bad in 19. Duncan. you gotta go Duncan because every Duncan card sucked until that last.
That's what I'm talking about. With Duncan, it's a little bit
Oh,
different. It's a little bit
There's
different.
a lot of other cards that I'd. Is there cards I would put in instead of like the?
There probably is. I don't remember DeRozan from 2K19 at all. Now his pink diamond card was very, very good on this game, but his opal was just next level. I mean, I don't know. That's just my opinion.
Maybe Yao Ming. Like,
I mean, I guess
first opal to Yao's second opal.
I guess, but
it might be the biggest jump of any card we've ever seen. I don't know.
It's
Luka. So I actually know a lot of people like Luka last year. Trying to think what cards sucked last year. I wholeheartedly agree with Duncan. I wholeheartedly agree with Dwayne Wade because he was awful last year. DeRozan was a god in 2K19.
I don't even remember him in 2K19, but maybe it's because I didn't play early enough. I don't remember Pink Diamond DeRozan. That might be a me problem. I'm going to say it directly. That's probably a me problem, but I don't remember him at all.
How did they improve from 2K19 to 2K20? Or within 2K19, how did they, within 2K20, how did they improve throughout the game? Like a Tim Duncan is different. Because the first Tim Duncan, and even the other Opal Tim Duncan, you knew what it was, man. That other Opal Tim Duncan was absolutely terrible. I never thought this GOAT Tim Duncan would be anything, but this GOAT Tim Duncan is absolutely incredible. So, you can look at it improved in that way, or Dwayne Wade.
This Tim Duncan is good.
With the Dwayne Wade type card, how many people used him last year? I mean,
truly,
how many
people release in the game?
I'm just asking for the community, okay? But when I'm going to say this as well, when the Evo's up to Amethyst, Dwayne Wade came out, I knew he was going to be incredible. His dribble sticks were great.
I did when that first Dwayne Wade came out. I knew he was going to be good.
Running point guard. I knew with his behind the back that he could be great. That he would be great throughout 2K. I absolutely know it from the Amethyst Dwayne Wade card and DeMar DeRozan. Think about it. How many people thought of DeMar DeRozan last year?
DeRozan was insane.
Truly, how many people thought of DeMar DeRozan?
He was insane last year.
Look, I don't remember him at all. I truly don't remember him.
Obviously,
he was incredible.
But even the Pink Diamond DeMar was nice. And you could kind of tell with that T-Mac release that if we got another one, he would be incredible. But to me, this award was never a question. Galaxy Opal Tim Duncan is the most improved player in NBA.
Tim Duncan, man, he is so good.
These awards have mainly been kind of obvious.
This card would be anything.
They've been kind of
surprising player, most improved player.
I have no problem with any of these.
Galaxy Opal Tim Duncan GOAT is incredible in NBA.
I have no problem with any of these.
Now we're gonna look at another award, is the budget MVP.
Look, I already know DBG's like. His heart just got lifted up, man. He saw his boy Nicholas Batum. He's gonna be so happy. Look at him.
I can't not give this award to Nick Batum, but also it's Dwayne Wade.
The top budget cards in the game, I think.
Hold up, don't sleep on my boy Marvin though. Marvin been doing his thing, man.
Marvin Bagley, who for his era was a top 10 center at a time, in which you could get him for super cheap.
Unless you want to consider the tokens for Mirasana's budget, or 3 tokens for Sean Bradley. 3 tokens for Sean Bradley, I might say, week 1 might be budget MVP, but Dwayne
DBG's guys, you guys know what he can do. Absolutely incredible 3D type player. I never used him to his full extent, but now that he's got glitch tendencies on his opal, he's absolutely incredible.
He has a pro 3 behind him as well.
He has a good release, good defender, could get it done at a very high level. The last card is Diamond Dwayne Wade. Now this card went for 3K MT and was basically the pink Diamond Dwayne Wade. Now I still think the pink Diamond Dwayne Wade was better, but it's really not that.
He carried me to 12 and 0 so many times.
You got 3 guys here who for a time, maybe in March.
Diamond Dwayne Wade was just such a great budget card.
But could get it done at a high level. All were super budget players. But to me, Diamond Dwayne Wade was the most useful in a competitive type setting, and trust me, I know people who know how to use him. And he could definitely get it done at a very, very high level. Diamond Dwayne Wade is my best budget player.
It has to be Kobe because he has one of the worst big times in the game to a very solid opal. But if I was to go with any of these cards, it would be Bill Walton and not even close.
I would probably agree. I think Bill Walton's the best out of these cards, but I still don't like Bill Walton.
Although this Kobe, I do really like.
As far as the Penny Hardaway, but when you look at when Penny first came out, look at his first when he first came out to where he is now, is absolutely ridiculous. When he first came out, he had a 70-some lateral quickness. I mean, there were a lot of things like no plant.
They did. They gave him a ton of updates.
What was it? Went from having a 73 ball to a good 3 ball. Has that half range, I do believe. I don't know enough about Bill Walton. I didn't use him enough. But I would say this: a lot of people like Bill Walton, and if you can tolerate his tween, he's a very good player. I just personally don't like his tween much.
He's Giannis 2.0.
He's not as good as Giannis. I'm biased, but
Diamond Kobe Bryant who evoed to a Galaxy Opal. Now you guys gotta realize this pink Diamond Kobe started out terrible. Like when he dropped, everybody was like, "What is going on?" His evo isn't terrible. It's not that much worse than the one you have to grind. Whatever it is, 80, 160. I don't know. He's 160
way better
hours for. So
and a better defender because
all 3 of these evos are super good. But when it comes down to it, Kobe Bryant's evo is the best.
I go Walton, but I'm not gonna
even think it's close. This career highlights to where he started to end is an
Kobe Bryant became pretty good, man. He really did.
The next award is the Mr. Inconsistent reward, and the best way I can.
This guy right here.
See, I disagree. I'm not that bad with David Robinson.
Get him off the screen.
Why don't you like David Robinson? There's nothing wrong with him.
Cards, you know, that I can.
He hits some heavies for me, and, you know, he's going to miss a few opens, but hey, he be doing his thing,
David
man.
Robinson.
One day I'll say, you know, KD is the best shooting guard in the game. Next day I'll talk to Isaac and be like, yo, KD.
I'm inconsistent with Bobo.
So, but when it comes down to it, Kevin Durant's straight arms, for me, makes him the most inconsistent.
I still like D-Rob. Listen, I personally like D-Rob.
Player. Mr.
I really do.
Award goes to Kevin Durant.
Over
The
D-Rob.
next award here is the most slept on award. And when
He's going to be, DBG's about to say, no Jalen Rose, man. Listen, Jalen Rose is good. But you got 213K or something on YouTube. People know how good Jalen Rose is.
Dale Ellis, Jalen Rose next. Jalen Rose.
Listen, people know how good
I
Jalen
love
Rose
that
is
Carmelo
now.
card, but he wasn't slept on. No one just wanted to lock in for him.
Carmelo
Jalen
slept
Rose.
on. People that have Carmelo don't even
players that
play
I
him.
didn't even use, really. Like, I saw him come out of, you know, I played with them once. Yeah, they're okay. But then when it comes down to it, I play with them 2 or 3 times. I'm like, okay, what was I missing about? Shoot.
Kevin Garnett.
Obviously,
Kevin
Kevin
Garnett
Kawhi could have been in this. But when we're getting down to where we're at now, these 3 guys are the epitome of the most slept on. You got Jonathan Isaac.
I mean, I said from the start Isaac was really good. Like, I didn't sleep on that Isaac card.
I definitely did. I definitely slept on him. I 100% slept on him.
Hito.
You preferred Hito to John. Look, DB. Look at me, yo. Look. Hito isn't even on the same level as Jonathan Isaac. They're truly not even close to the same level.
And Jalen Rose, who came out right after that.
Don't get me started about how good Jonathan Isaac is. I think he got the profile behind the back. An absolutely incredible release. He can do it all. Kevin Garnett, 6'11", for his time, was probably the best defender in the game and is still a top power forward defensive player in the game. A decent enough release, kind of slow, but still absolutely incredible. Carmelo, 6'9", got the best dribble 6 in the game, and I get he's an expensive reward, but people sleep on how good Carmelo still is to this day. So these 3 players are all very, very slept on. When it comes to the most slept on, I think it is Galaxy Opal, Kevin Garnett. You know, 44 Hall of Famers, 22 gold badges for the time he came out, and people
can't argue with any of these.
But guys, Kevin Garnett's absolutely.
Alright, it makes me feel happy that DBG's not arguing with any of these, man. Makes me happy.
For the time he came out in, he might have been the best
Jalen
lock
Rose
for the time
maybe,
he
but
came out in. Hopping into the MVP of NBA.
Ben Simmons. There's a glaring gap or there's a strange LeBron James card in here where Ben Simmons belongs.
The thing is, here's the thing. I don't disagree with that. Ben Simmons, LeBron, it's preference. You can go either way. I'm not arguing either way. But I can only put 3 guys in here. What am I supposed to do?
But not gonna argue with these 2. These are number 1 and 2 with Yao at number 1.
Now, this is just the overall best player, not the best player for the time that they came out. And here's
Best
what I'm
player
going to
for
say.
time,
When he came out, I think it was what, May, maybe? I don't know when exactly.
Or
it was
point guard
it was too early. That's
Maybe
what I'm going
point
to say.
guard Giannis.
I never thought we'd see anything like Giannis behind the back, incredible release for a center, 7'2", incredible defender.
When we got Kareem, I thought there would be no way we'd see anything better, but we did.
11th of June? Am I wrong with that?
DBG has all these dates memorized, engraved in his head. Like, DBG, he really is the man with the plan.
1st of June was a Monday, if I'm not mistaken, and it was the...
Like, there's no chance I would remember all
Friday in
these.
June? I may be wrong with that one, but it was like the final Spotlight Sims came out on the Tuesday, and then...
Like, I have no idea, man.
Tuesday
I have no
was
idea.
What came out on the Tuesday? Kawhi came out on the Tuesday. That was it. Kawhi came out on the Tuesday. Wednesday was the final Spotlight Sims. And the Tuesday, the Kawhi day, they also leaked these packs, and Friday was these packs.
They
So
did
that was, like, a
leak
really
these
big
packs.
pack.
I do remember they
absolutely
leaked
incredible.
these.
But then we got, let's talk about LeBron. The point guard LeBron, who had 45 Hall of Fame matches at 6'8" with a bad layup package, was my favorite point guard in the
I think
game.
Simmons is better.
Now we get a point guard LeBron.
It's definitely debatable.
Preference, though. It is preference.
67 maybe Hall of Fame badges, all 99, everything. Like, guys, come on. We went from the point guard LeBron, who I thought was going to be probably the best point guard forever, to now we got the GOAT LeBron. Another just huge upgrade. But then we get a 7'6", all 97 or above.
Yeah, it was just God.
And everybody's like, oh, here's your... Next, we're going to hop into each team at their specific level. So the first team here is the all-Ruby team.
Ooh.
I want to know what DBG's thoughts on. I want to know if he got a better small forward or shooting guard.
I'm gonna say this right
Who
now. I
makes up
don't
the all-Ruby
disagree with
team?
any
The
of
best
these.
Ruby players that I could think of.
This is the all-Ruby team.
Kind of
DiVincenzo the best.
But Dante DiVincenzo came out with like the Magic
Mile?
Johnson type set. Same thing with JC. But Dante DiVincenzo, when you're thinking about a Ruby to use, he's probably the best Ruby in the game. He probably is.
He's not. It's not
Deion
even
Waiters was
close.
on TTO boards. Pre
even
250
close.
actually.
DiVincenzo
Elo'd up, but
can
that
tween,
Deion
he's
Waiters,
got
even the
hot
Ruby one was super.
DiVincenzo is
That
good.
Cover, if he had range extender, would have been super.
Not comp good, but he's good.
No range extender did hurt JC quite a bit, but was still incredible. And Jeff Green, I mean, he doesn't compare to the Pink Diamond, but still has that same type of release. Is very, very good.
Nice.
Don Maker, if you could put any sort of defense, it'd be a lot higher. Don Maker still does make the all Ruby team. Next, we got the all Ami team, and this is made up of guys that are still pretty good to this day. Let's start off with Isaac Farga.
Queen.
He got Pro 8. That's all you need to say about him. He's got Pro 8. It's not a very good release, but not a terrible release. Decent enough defender, what, 6'8", maybe 6'7".
Is there better than these? I like all these cards. I'm trying to think. Is there better?
I don't think there is. If there is,
cards than these.
It's tough though.
I'm not the biggest Bagley fan. Not gonna lie.
If you slander my boy Marvin Bagley one more time, DBG, I might have a heart attack like my boy.
I would definitely put Bamba starting center. I'm trying to think.
Do not even think about.
Maybe it's my own bias. I'd have Dean Wade in there, but
good lord, DBG.
I'm not gonna argue too much. I don't much about this.
If his player model was a little bit wider, if he weighed a little bit more, he would have been a lot better. Next, moving on to Lance Stevenson, absolutely incredible player. I used him a lot in my budget baller series.
So
very, very good release, very good.
Lance came out at the start of February.
Very good.
Lance was so good, man.
I didn't use that much, but Amethyst Nick Young was still very, very good.
Just a more
updated player than a lot of these cards. Just because of what he came out was very, very, very good card. Next, we got the Twin Towers inside. MosBallin, Marvin Bagley, obviously were the best two Amethyst bigs.
You could run the two of them together and they did very well.
You couldn't leave one of them off the list. These two, both, it's your preference which one you like better. I prefer Bagley, but a lot of people prefer Bamba. These two were absolutely incredible.
I think Bowl belongs
Having into the all diamond team, this one was a lot.
I do know DBG likes Amethyst Bowl.
Easier for me to come up with, I think, because you got Dwayne Wade, who was for the time the best.
I mean, as much as I like Nick Batum, I don't.
I guarantee he says something. Is he gonna say LaFonso Ellis?
I think he belongs in the all diamond team. Wade, Reddish, no brainers. Rocco, no brainer. I'm trying to think. There is definitely better diamonds than Nick Batum.
Look, I don't know who it is. I mean, you could say LaFonso Ellis maybe.
Putting in Paul Westphal at the starting at the point, moving Reddish up one, Dwayne Wade up one, or even like a Jamario Moon instead of Batum. But as much as I love Batum, I don't think he quite belongs in it. And in all diamond center has to be Noel because there's no good diamond.
But I mean, I guess. I mean, I know a lot of people who run like LaFonso Ellis though.
One of the most overlooked cards in the game throughout 2K.
I'm not gonna disagree with that at all.
2K, honestly, the most.
I'm really not.
You could honestly go 12-0 with this squad.
Diamond Nicholas Batum, small
you definitely can.
Included because he's a great 3D player. Then we got Diamond Cup. Diamond Cup. We all know what he can do. And just look at this team on defense as a whole outside of Dwayne Wade. Dwayne Wade can create all the offense. And defensively, Cam Reddish, good perimeter defender. Batum, Cub. Then inside we got Diamond Nerlens Noel, who's also a very, very
85 on
all
ball.
around. This Diamond team is very, very good. And honestly, you could go out into it and into
Nerlens Noel, the budget Kareem stopper.
Now.
The budget Kareem stopper.
Happening next to the all pink diamond team, we started off with point guard Giannis Antetokounmpo.
Not gonna
what
argue.
else can I say? I mean,
not gonna argue.
What else can I say about Giannis?
I was gonna wonder if he would bring Pink Diamond MJ into the discussion because I did think about MJ when making this squad.
You guys know what he still can do this day. Now we got the new Pink Diamond Robert Covington, still gonna be 6'9", updated steel tendencies,
maybe
updated Hall of Fame range, Hall of Fame quick draw. Cub is absolutely incredible. Don't get me wrong, it's just hard to use him because he's just still a little limited on offense. Next we got Pink Diamond Kawhi Leonard at the small forward position, guys. Trust me when I say this card was so slept on when he first came out. Next we got Thaddeus Young, the base 98 type release.
Unless you wanted to put in LaMelo for one of these and move Giannis to power forward. If you want to... No,
I get. I mean, I don't know, man.
In the game goes to
it's a close one.
LaMelo is good though. That Pink Diamond LaMelo is good.
LaMelo is 6'9" as well.
This squad with LaMelo is Pink Diamond Eddie Curry. You could put Wiseman, Dino in there as well, but I do think Eddie Curry is the best Pink Diamond center in NBA 2K20 MyTEAM. Now when we get into the OPAL team, this is basically the best starting lineup you can run right here. And
he's gonna look.
I'm gonna argue.
If you want to argue Simmons and T-Mac, look, it's all preference. It's really all preference.
Instead of LeBron, Simmons, or Giannis at the 1.
Or you could put...
No, I'd put Simmons the 1, or Giannis the 1, Bol the 3. I'm not a LeBron fan.
Look, this is in my...
DBG has something out for my boy Braun, and I don't know why.
I'm not.
You got GOAT LeBron.
I don't think anyone that's used Kawhi is going to argue Kawhi. I don't think anyone is going to argue these guys 4 and 5, though, and I don't think anyone's really going to argue that Giannis belongs somewhere on the team.
It's tough because GOAT Ben is obviously good. Shooting guard.
I don't like the LeBron slander, man.
Kevin Durant, GOAT right here. I'm not going to argue with you. I just love Kawhi.
That is it. So anyway, that is...
Hey, man, huge shout out to DBG. We've agreed on most everything on my awards. But yeah, huge shout out to DBG. The link to his video will be down in the description, so make sure to go check that out, guys. I hope you guys did enjoy the video. Drop a like on the video. Subscribe if you are new. And as always, man, I love y'all and have a blessed day.